What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, and I'm sitting over here watching the live stream of Rokoko, the guy over here. I think his name is Sam Lazarus. This is the guy that Joe is always talking about, and this is the guy that Joe is always talking about and ranting and raving about, and how he doesn't know nothing, and how he's stupid, and all this other shit that Joe keeps on lying about. So I just happened to go over to their live stream. They're live right now, and I'm just over here just talking about Joe. See, let's see. First, I asked him, said, "Will the motion capture be available for download when you are done?" And and then he says, "Yes, it will be." He said it'll be available next week. That's the answer he gave me. He also says, right here, it said, "This looks better than any of the garbage Truebones steals from other people and pirated." So I'm just basically over here just debunking some shit that little Joey keeps on saying. Now, see, the difference between Rokoko and Truebones is that wherever you see this guy doing and performing, it's going to be up on the Rokoko site for free for absolutely nothing. While Joe sits back and does, let me show you what Joe does. Let's go and see what Joe does. First of all, Joe talks to himself. No one's watching him. You know, I went to all of his channels while he was streaming for like the last 5 streams. I went to all of his channels, even the ones he has hidden from me, and I have confirmation from me and other people that he's talking to no one. When you hear him talking, he's talking to himself. I find it hilarious, but this is what Joe did today. This is what he did. He sat back in front of his camera, right? He sat back in front of his camera and did this bullshit all day. This is what he did, folks. Right? Let me move this out the way. This is what he did. He does this every day, and then he talks to himself while he's doing it. Nobody watched it. Nobody watched this while he was streaming. He had 0 views. 0. None. Zip. Zelch. Nothing. And he sits back, and he plays around in this program all day, and everything you see him doing never gets published. Never. Never gets published. He would sit here for hours and hours. Then take swipes at me while he's talking. But joke's on him. He never publishes nothing because he can't. He can't because he doesn't have a full version of this program. Joe doesn't have the $2,000 or $3,000 it's needed to have this program and configured in a way that he can actually export something out of. All he can do is get in front of his Xbox Connect number 2, version 2, which is something that's not even made or sold anymore, and pretend he's making motions. That's what he does. All right, so Joe sits back and he beeps with this guy over here, you know. Oh, where my thing? Well, actually, I can actually show you this part. This is fine. Joe sits back. I'm gonna show you this real quick. Joe sits back, and he beefs with this person right here. Let me show you what this man is doing. Let me blow this up so you guys can see what this guy's doing. He has his Rokoko suit on, and he's actually making content with the Rokoko suit. He's actually making content that he's gonna publish later, right? The stuff that he did about the week before, that's actually up on the website, and you can download it. And that's all the stuff that he did. Joe has been doing the same fucking bullshit. This bullshit. See this bullshit he's doing? He's been doing this for years. For years. And nothing he does in this video, right? Nothing he does in this video is ever published. Nothing. Nothing. You see, he's even taped this video right here where he has some guy dancing. How many times you came to this channel and seen him do this over the last 5 years? And he never publishes. He never publishes nothing that he does. Nothing. You can go and you can look at every video he's done. Every live stream he's done. It's basically him sitting in front of a camera talking to himself while pretending he's making videos with Predator Vision. All this is Predator Vision, but Predator Vision, more Predator Vision. So he figures that he can sit back and pretend he's doing stuff. This is all pretend, folks. This shit ain't nowhere near real. This is all pretend. He's not making animations. He's not making motions. He went over there and he took the iPod recorder. This is the iPod recorder, not iPod itself. And now he's totally lying by saying, well, I'm using AI. Well, how? How is using that? iPod doesn't have, it has nothing to do with AI. Let's go to iPod soft. Let's go to iPod soft real quick. And here's the store, Joe. Okay, Joe, we're at the store. Where does it say that iPod now includes AI? Where does it say it, Joe? Where does it say it? Because I know it ain't in the free trial. You know, I know it ain't in the iPod recorder. The iPod recorder has nothing to do with AI, Joe. You know, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Where's the AI part of what you're doing? Because you get up there and you say AI. AI this, AI that. You know, I mean, you're just as bad as the Chinese who put 5G on everything. You know, Chinese. If you're over there in China, China has this thing where they put 5G on everything. They put 5G on cooking oil, 5G on tractors. They put 5G on everything. Joe's like, if I just say the word AI, and he does this many times when he streams, right? When he streams, all right. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about when he streams. When he streams, and I tell you all to not engage him, but just listen to what he say. When he talks about AI, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't. You know, if Joe knew so much about AI, he would be talking about Motion Builder. Motion Builder has always been AI driven. You know, ever since the early days, before AI was big. It always has some type of algorithmic interpolation of animation and moves. I mean, that's basically how you use Motion Builder. That's how Motion Builder is built around. And you could probably basically say that's like early AI. If Joe is really into AI, you know, he would be talking about how Motion Builder had it first. And it did. If Joe want to talk about AI, why he's not using Catasker? It's a free program. No, because Joe only knows how to use one thing, and it's not this program. It's nothing on this page. He knows how to use the free shit. This is free. This is free. He knows how to use this, sit in front of his camera for hours, talking to himself, saying, nobody knows how to do mocap better than me. Well, he's not doing mocap. He's doing pretend theater. He's doing fake acting, but he's bad at it. You know, and so I just try to figure out, how can you sit back, Joe, and aggravate this man, you know, aggravate this man, call his name out many times, and just talk shit about him to your no audience, and then sit back and claim that you're better than him, but you're not putting out nothing. The only thing you're putting out is the stolen shit. And he's like, Joe's like, I don't steal. Yes, you do, Joe. Yes, you do. You steal. You don't have to go far on your own channel to see you stealing other people's stuff. You don't have to go far. You don't have to go far to see who you stealing from and what you're taking and what you didn't do. You know, how can you sit back and say you don't steal when you have a whole channel full of stolen shit? You know, full of stolen shit. And look this, folks. Look. He don't show you nothing. He don't show you working in Unity. He doesn't show you working. He doesn't show no work he's done in Unity. He don't show you no work he's ever done in Blender. He's never showed you any work he's done in Maya. He's never showed you any work he's done in 3D Max. He's never showed you any work whatsoever of anything he's actually produced or put out. Right? Anything. If that was the case, Joe, you would be doing shit like this, man, and not just hopping in the suit and telling people how easy it is to use the product, but actually using your mocap and actually putting stuff out. Now, I've done that. I've used my motion capture suit and put stuff on the Real Illusion marketplace. So I've done that. I've done more than you have ever, Joe, in the last 20 years you've been in business, because you don't make mocap. Stop lying. Stop lying, dude. Stop lying. All right? Really, just stop lying. Go ahead, put your down thumb on this video, but he know it's true. It's true. Oh, Joe just left, folks. It's true. Look at what you do, Joe. You sit back and you lie on YouTube. You're the biggest liar on YouTube. Biggest liar. Biggest liar. Biggest liar on YouTube. And the only reason why you're doing it is because you're trying to show up somebody who doesn't exist. Do you think there's somebody like you, Joe? Right? Do you think there's somebody out here like you, Joe, who's doing the same thing you're doing and trying to compete with you? No, Joe, it's not. You're the only one doing what you do, right? Stop trying to compete with people that you can't compete with, Joe. Why do you want to compete with people who are actually doing the thing that you're pretending that you do? Why are you doing it? I don't do the things you do, Joe, but for some reason, you think I am your competition. I'm not your competition, Joe. I mean, it's understandable that you're coming over here and competing against this guy because you claim you make motion capture, but you don't because you steal it all and you fake it all. You know, how many videos are you going to do or how many live streams are you going to do with you talking to yourself, Joe? How many? How many more are you going to do? You know, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest here. Here you got a person, and the thing about this person is that he actually has people. He actually has people over here talking to him. Look how many people. He got 20 people watching his stream. You know, 20 people watching his stream while he's live streaming, talking about motion capture, talking about things that are relevant, right? Talking about things that are just oops. Hold up. Let me hit the what's the name refresh. I can get the chat box back up. I know it ain't over with. No, I know it. Give me a chat box back. Yeah, how can this man sit over here and be relevant and talk about relevant stuff, talk about techniques and stuff to make motion capture, talk about the product that he sells versus the no product that you don't have. You don't have any products, Joe. You just have shit that you take and sell. Right? Right? But by the way, this is what Joe gonna do. This is what set Joe off last time when I came over here and I said stuff about him. He started trying to dox me. He started posting addresses that he assumed I live at. You know, that's fine, Joe. That's fine. You think I assumed that I live there. But you know, I just came to the realization is like this is what set Joe off. Joe talks about this man. Joe just started talking about this guy for no reason. Joe's trying to compete with suits. Joe, you don't make motion capture. You don't make motion capture suits. You know, if you want to compete with somebody, why don't you say, wait a minute. I forgot, Joe. You don't even make motion capture equipment. You don't own no motion capture equipment. So how can you compete with people who do? You know, it'd be one thing, Joe, if you actually owned something that made motion capture and not own something that was just fictional and did not exist. You know, they don't need AI, Joe. They don't have to fake AI. You know, they don't have to fake AI. You know, like you do. Anything that has AI attached to it, you become the authority. Really? Joseph Earl Mcpeek, the 50-year-old man living with his mom in her garage, is now the authority on motion capture? Really? Really, Joe? It's laughable. It's just freaking laughable. You know, and I was like, when I came over here to watch this, I just got to thinking, it was like, wait a sec. I just thought of this. It's like, Joe's trying to compete with these people. Joe think he can compete with a real company making a real product. Joe doesn't have any products. He doesn't. Find something on his website that he actually made. There's nothing there. Only thing he makes is those videos of him faking everything that he does. You know, it's amazing. It's totally amazing. You know, I don't watch these. I don't watch these videos, right? I really don't watch from Rokoko streams. I don't watch them. But now that I came over here to actually watch, this is my second time watching the video, and I try to analyze what is this guy doing that's pissing Joe off. Well, Here's the thing. This is what this guy's doing that pisses Joe's off. It's called authenticity. That's what it's called. Authenticity. The ability to have some type of clout or whatever. Well, I don't know if that's the definition, but authenticity is basically defined as, the real deal. This guy's authentic in his work. His workflow, everything. He does have workflow. He makes the mocap. He cleans it up, and then he puts it right out there. 2 weeks later, it's out there on their website where you can download for free. I already asked him, is this stuff for free? Yes. Now, out of all the videos Joe's did, time after time after time after time after time, going back 3 weeks, let's see, going back how many weeks? 1 month ago, another month, and now basically him doing this shit. As we go back, it's been months. It's been months. Has he put any of the stuff you see here? Has he put any of this stuff someplace for you to download or in a pack somewhere? No, he hasn't, because it's never going to happen. Because he's a big fake, a phony, and a fraudster. And he's embedded himself he's embedded himself in like every social platform, running the same ad campaign over and over and over again. And it's gotten so old that it's keeping him out of the basically places where you can sell actual authentic 3D content. Joe can't sell his stuff on Cerebral Squid. Joe can't sell his stuff nowhere. He can't sell it on Unity. He can't sell it in the Real Illusion store. He can't sell it anywhere. He can't even sell it on the Epic Game Store. And they take anything. He can't do it because everybody's caught on to him. Everybody. This dude is something else. He is. He's freaking something else. He is something else. He is something else. So, another thing Joe does is that he steals videos. He actually steals videos. Then he will go onto his YouTube channel and say, "Oh, look, everybody, they've used Truebones," and they did. In some cases, a bunch of cases that I actually went back and checked with people to see if they actually know who this guy is. Hey, we don't know who this guy is. You ever use this stuff? No, we never use this stuff. I think it was best said done. Then Todd Fox was talking about that dog that Joe said it was his, and Joe said that, I forgot what it was. Joe said that somebody stole his dog, and Todd Fox went and asked them, "Listen, this guy says this is his stuff, and you're using it, you stole it." And it's like, we don't know where that came from. That's not our stuff. He's like, "Well, you sure?" Yeah, we're sure. So that's the whole thing about this dude. He's mentally fucked. He's mentally fucked. The gig's up. And I'm glad everybody's caught on. I only do this video because due to certain things that I can't talk about, people are catching on. I've been seeing like people sending me emails and stuff saying how they confronted him and how Joe gets mad and Joe kicks people out. One guy said he was on his Discord. Actually, I had a bunch of people from his Discord. Most of the people go to Discord, ask Joe a simple question. Do you have samples of your stuff? Can you show me how this works inside of Unreal Engine? Can you show me how this works inside of Unity? Can you show me how to import this stuff into Blender? Joe never answers those questions. He never answers the question. He has no technical ability to tell people how to use this stuff in his software. Only ability Joe has is to sit back here, make tons and tons of ads selling his shit. Yes, that's how Joe makes his money. Joe makes his money by making tons and tons of fake fraudulent ads and bombarding every corner of the internet with them. And the thing about it is, if you bombarded enough shit out there in every corner of the internet, eventually somebody's going to say, "Hey, let's check this out." Eventually. So his thing is to constantly bombard people. And he does that by doing these things. So, I'm giving out free animations. Come check out Truebones. And think about this, when he puts out his free animations and you go to Gumroad to download them, they're going to want an email. Once they get your email, he's going to bombard your email with Truebones spams for the rest of your life until you get another email. It's true. It's true. It's so true. So he doesn't make nothing. He just wants your email. And for every time that email gets clicked, he gets a kickback from who's ever using whatever service he's using. You know, it's just amazing how he's not making money off the actual thing that he claims he does. It's amazing. He's not really making no money because nobody's buying his shit. And I don't care about how much he say, oh, I'm making this much, I'm making this much, I'm making this. No, I don't believe those numbers. I don't believe those numbers until they actually come from the site themselves that says how much money we paid out to Joe. See, there's a big difference between what the site pays out to you versus what Joe says that he has. See, I want to see those hard numbers. And you'll probably never see them because we'll just see Joe's made up numbers. Try again, Joe. Just try again. By the way, folks, have a great day. I'm getting off. I got to take care of some business. But this faker, this phony, this fraudster, he needs to really learn something. You know, and here's something for you guys to understand. There are actual people out here who do actual work. And it shows, and their work shows. You know, this guy is trying to let people know, you know, that whatever he's selling, you can do the same thing. He ain't got to trick you into buying nothing. He doesn't need your emails to spam you 1,000 times a day over shit you'll probably never have a need for. You know, I've never got spammed for Rokoko. Even though I do have the newsletter, I've signed up for everything. They don't spam me. Joe spams you. He will spam you. He will spam you every day. From sex moves, from animated sex moves to God knows what else. You know, I know he's just waiting. He's just waiting. By the way, Joe, are you still looking for them tabs with the incest porn? Yeah, I did a video the other day about Joe, and Joe likes to watch incest porn while sexualizing little children. You know, are you still looking for that Misty? For that Misty model, Joe? Misty model for your sex moves, Joe? Are you really still looking for it? You know, more underage girls for you to sexualize, Joe? And put porn animations on, Joe? Are you still looking for that? You know? Yeah, well, what's a bigger creep? A guy who lives across the street from an elementary school watching incest porn and sexualizing little girls and selling the content, or somebody who accidentally makes a YouTube search and something crappy comes up? You know, which one is worse? The creep? You know, watch my video, folks. I'll give you the number and then the address for the school he lives across, and maybe one of you guys will call the school and warn them about Joe. You know, I think that'll be a good idea to warn them about Joe. Even show them the video I made about Joe being a creep, and also how he'd been arrested for stalking. And how he got arrested, not just arrested, but all counts against him. Well, he got convicted for all the counts against him, so, you know, and thrown in jail. So maybe you guys can call the school and say, hey, did you know this creep was living across the street from you? Yeah, he likes to sexualize little kids. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. This is One Gunna signing out. You guys have a nice, beautiful, wonderful day, and hopefully I'll be back. Hopefully Monday. To start to do some more animation and stuff. Get back to my animation mode, you know. But I'm out of here, folks. Peace out. Keep safe and all the other good rubbish.